that Bobby? Hi, Bobby. We are driving. We're in the car. We're on our way to Louisiana. We'll give everybody a second to join, but we are going to talk about our Whole30. Can you guys hear me okay? What's up, Bobby? How's it going? Got like the sun right in my face. It's a little weird. If you guys can hear me, can you just type yes? Just loud and clear. Okay, good. Just making sure. Thank you. So we're just gonna kind of recap. What's that? We're on I-10. We just got through Houston. We're waving hi to Bobby and Myra. We're on our way to Louisiana. Sorry if it's a little bit bouncy, but we're in the car, so we're just trying to. I've been wanting to talk about this, huh?
It's I-10.
On I-10. Is that what I said?
No.
Okay, we're on I-10. Yes.
Bouncy.
Yes, it's bouncy on I-10, so it's awesome. So we're somewhere outside of Houston on the other side, heading to Louisiana, and we just want to talk about our challenge that we did. So for the entire month of July, Brandon and I, there we go. So for the entire month of July, Brandon and I did what is called the Whole30 Challenge, and it is a food plan basically that we followed for 30 days, and it's been pretty life-changing for us, and that's not something I say lightly. There's not many things, that I feel are able to be qualified as life-changing, but I think it's been pretty life-changing. Do you think?
I agree.
He agrees, yeah. So for those of you who don't know what the Whole30 Challenge is, it is a program where you only eat whole foods for 30 days, meaning no processed foods whatsoever. And so here, I'll kind of give you a breakdown of the rules, basically. So no dairy, no processed foods, no dairy, no grains whatsoever. So no rice, no gluten for sure, no corn products, none of that. So, sorry, we've got our kiddo in the back yelling, so. Okay, so no dairy, no grains of any kind, no added sugar of any kind. So that even means like honey, even though honey's a really good source of sugar, one of the few good sources of sugar, you still cannot have any added sugar of any kind. The only sugar that you can have is what is found naturally in fruits and vegetables. So you can eat fruit, so it's not completely no carb. It is low carb, and it's just only natural occurring sugars. So you can also not eat any legumes, so no peanuts actually. You could eat other nuts, but peanuts technically really aren't, they're not actually nuts. That's something I learned. They are, they're a legume, so you can't eat those. And I think that's it. No alcohol, and most importantly, no cheating. I first started thinking about doing it, and I decided that at first I was like, well, I'll just kind of do little bits here and there, and I'm going to kind of modify it to make it better for ourselves. And then really when I started reading about it, I'm like, you know what, if we're going to do this, we're just going to do it, like go big or go home. And so we decided to do it full on. So we did it for 30 days, and we took out all of that. And the purpose of it is to just kind of, it's to reset your brain. Here, sorry, I've got our books falling down. The purpose is to reset your brain and to get over your sugar cravings and your carb cravings once and for all. And I ultimately think to become a fat burner, in meaning that your body uses more fat for its energy than all the sugar and carbs, like refined processed carbs or food that we were used to consuming. So it's not a weight loss program by design. They actually suggest not to weigh yourself throughout the entire program, because that's not the point. It's more about your mental addiction to food and your body's physiological addiction to food, and helping your body get over those cravings and get over that need to those needs of wanting to eat that stuff all the time. So we've had a few of our friends do it afterwards, or start it after us. Some of our family and some of our close friends have started doing it as well for the month of August. So we're really excited that some other people have kind of jumped on board. So we did it from the month of July, so July 1st through July 30th. And like, it was hard because we went on a vacation during that time.
4th of July.
It was the 4th of July. It was our anniversary. All in the month of July, and that was really hard. And we were kind of like, oh, really, we're gonna go on vacation and we're not gonna have a drink, or there's just a lot. And we just said, whatever. Like, there's always gonna be reasons not to do it. There's always gonna be things that we want to go to or things that we want to take part in that don't really follow these rules. So we just decided we're going to do it no matter what. So we did. So I guess the reason that we did it, kind of just thinking about our why, like why we did it. Well, to be perfectly honest, I think our why, this is our why. Can you say hi? Hi. That's pretty simple. We did it for him. None of us have been like disgustingly unhealthy. I don't think either of us ever considered ourselves just like obese or horribly overweight, but we have both always just kind of struggled with our weight and just being a little bit chunky. Pretty much. We just have never been like super happy with our bodies and with our health, and so it just kind of, I knew that we needed to do something drastic. I have tried like eating less sugar or eating less carbs or going no carbs. I've tried doing that, and it just never worked. It just was always very short-lived, and I would give in, and it was just this cycle, and I would gain weight, lose weight, gain weight, lose weight, and it was because I just couldn't get past those cravings and those carbs and that sort of stuff. So that's why I decided, for me, I'm the one that kind of came up with it, and that's why I wanted to do it for myself. Do you want to talk about why you did it?
Oh, yes. I did it because
this is his Periscope debut.
This is my debut. And the whole reason, well, not the whole reason, but what made me realize I need to do something was that one day we were going to go to church, and I think it was Father's Day, actually. I put on my loose fit jeans, and they fit like skinny jeans. So I said, I got to do something. And that's what made me start thinking about it. And then Amy came up with this plan on the Whole30, and I just jumped on with her. And it was good that we did it together, because I don't think I could have done it without her. So
they say go Brandon.
Yep. So anyways, that was my eye-opener.
Yeah. So, and I always, like, that's kind of like my everyday sometimes, trying to put on jeans that were too tight, too skinny. So again, it's not a weight loss program, like I said, but that is definitely one of the biggest side effects. And I guess you call it a side effect, I don't know, but so let's see. Y'all feel free to ask questions if you have any questions about the Whole30 challenge. You can, I think I actually came across it on Pinterest one day, and you can get information from it. Their website is just like whole30.com, and it's and it gives you all the rules, all the breakdowns. Yes, it is a really good side effect. I don't know if I'd call it a side effect, but by the way, if you guys are new to Periscope, I should have said this at the beginning, but you can tap on the screen to give hearts. You can also share this with your followers by swiping left to right and clicking share with whoever you'd like. So we ate. There were a lot of recipes and things that I was gonna try at first, and just do all this fancy stuff to get us through. and we did that for maybe the first week. We were really adamant about, hi Mom. I think my mom just joined. We were I was very specific. Like, I planned out like breakfast, lunch, dinner every single day. And that lasted for probably the first week or so. After that, we just kind of went with it. Exercising encouraged with the program. Yeah, I think a lot of people exercised throughout. He did. I did some, not really. I did a little bit here and there, but I don't think it's discouraged or encouraged. You are not counting calories. You are not having to do a food journal. You know, it's not like that. Like, we ate, if it was on the plan, if it was compliant food, we ate until we were full. Like, did I just start the Periscope? I started a few minutes ago, but it's okay. Did I have enough energy? So the first 7 days were, the first like 7 days or so were really hard. I did not have energy. I don't think either of us had energy. The first few days you feel like you're hungover. You have a headache. Well, we felt like we were hungover. We had headaches. My sleeping patterns were really weird for like a couple of nights there. Like, I felt like an insomniac. Yes, they were. Yes, they were what? I didn't see what, I don't know if I missed something. But it was rough at the beginning. Oh yes, those first few days were hard. And admittedly, I was very grumpy for the first week or so. It was just challenging. It's a very emotional thing too. A lot of your emotions are tied, or at least for me personally, you know, they're tied in with food. And you might, and if you're an emotional eater and you reach for things when you are looking for comfort in one way or another, even if you're not thinking about it, you know, subconsciously you might be doing that. And so when you give up that crutch, it was really hard, and I was really emotional. I was really dreadful that there was no way we were going to get through the 30 days, that I was going to get through the 30 days. So yeah, at least the first week or so, I did not feel like I had enough energy to do anything. I wanted to lay around. I did not work out probably until the second week. And even then, I didn't do very much. And that's more like I was kind of, I don't know, I just didn't. But were you working out since the very beginning?
Yes.
Since like day one? Okay, so
really.
Since like 3 days a week. So he got up and worked out. The thing is, you have to eat a lot of healthy fats and protein to get you through. You cannot survive on just fruits and vegetables. I think I probably consumed more fat, like grams of fat in this month in that month than I have in any other month in my life. And that's, you know, good fat, avocados and healthy oils, fatty oils, and things like that, and lots of protein. So you always have to have that stuff on hand. And as long as we were filling up on that, then after that first week or so, I felt great. I felt like I just had a ton of energy, and we've kind of felt the same. I think I've been feeling that way pretty much ever since. I mean, they even like on the website, they kind of give you a breakdown. I think they called it like you feel like you have tiger blood. Like, after you get over that hump of it feeling like you're gonna just crawl under a rock, and you want to sleep all day, after you get over that hump, you feel great. I know that I did. I remember just feeling like, oh my gosh, I have so much energy, and then I was sleeping so much better. Did you plan your meals by the day or by the week? So for the first week, I planned, I probably did like 3, 4, 5 days out at a time, kind of based it around my shopping trips. And then after that, I feel like after the first few weeks, we kind of it became more habit. And we really simplified it at the beginning. I was just, I don't know, I think I started talking about this and then I got off on a tangent. But planned all these fancy meals and all these new recipes and all these things, and it was really kind of complicated. And some of the stuff was great that I found on Pinterest or whatever, but it was pretty complicated. And so I think by like the second week, and then for the rest of it, we just kept it simple, like meat and vegetables for dinner. Cook a lot of it so then you have enough leftovers for lunch. Breakfast, eggs. We ate a ton of eggs every day, and I'm still not sick of them. I love eggs. If you don't love eggs, I don't know what you're getting for breakfast, but it really was, we really kind of simplified it towards the end. We ate a lot of nuts, almonds, cashews. You can eat some dried fruit, bacon. Okay, you can eat bacon if it doesn't have sugar added, which it's really hard to find. You can find it at like Whole Foods or at Sprouts or like natural, some other places. But like I think H-E-B, like every bacon you pick up and you look at the ingredients, there's some sort of added sugar, whether it's maple syrup or just sugar or whatever. So you just have to look at the ingredients. That's the biggest thing. You have to look at the ingredients, not necessarily the nutrition facts, because the nutrition facts say for something might have sugar. Well, if the sugar comes from a fruit, it's okay. Not for bacon, obviously. I'm not talking about that. But just, anything in general. I'm trying to think of an example. Like, I don't know. I'm kind of drawing a blank. But it's not so much the nutrition facts. It's all about the ingredient list. And no form of sugar whatsoever can be in those ingredients. So, and sugar goes by lots of names. So I was Googling my way through H-E-B with all, dextrose, sucralose, whatever. There's like a billion names for sugar. You can't have any of them, including raw sugar, including honey, including maple syrup. So even the stuff that you think of as healthier, which it is, they are healthier options, but the point of it is to just get all of that out of your system and get your mind off of it. And so you don't want, so you get over those cravings like once and for all. You just completely reset your brain. No, not even stevia. Nope, not for this. Not for these 30 days. And it totally stinks. But the good thing about it is that you can, is that when you're done with the 30 days, you get to kind of redesign your food. So you obviously don't want to jump in and eat all of that stuff again. But if we, but you can pick and choose, and you can have a little bit here and there, and it's okay. The good thing though is that you don't really want it anymore. Like, I eat dinner and I have protein and I have vegetables, and I don't need to have French bread with it on the side. I don't want it. In the past, if I didn't have some sort of bread or really heavy carb of some sort, rice or something, I did not feel full. I would literally be hungry like an hour later, and it was just because my body was just craving it. I did not feel satisfied without having carbs at every meal. Honestly, there was not a meal that I could go through without having and wanting carbs and not feeling satisfied without them. And so the good thing about this is that it resets your brain for that. And I can eat eggs for breakfast, and we do eggs and spinach every morning. We put spinach in our eggs. And I might have like a banana or something, which is carbs, but fruit is okay. It's the right kinds of carbs that your body wants. You don't want to eat like all fruit all the time during the Whole30 especially, and they kind of talk about that on the website, just because you are wanting to lower your sugar intake, but it is okay to eat that, of course. And we eat that now. That's probably the only real carbs that I get on a regular basis are coming from fruit or like sweet potatoes, things like that. So I am rambling on and on. what else we did. So where are we now? So all in all,
Whole 30-ish.
we're whole 30-ish. We're doing pretty good. We're I really don't eat. I don't eat, like I said, I don't eat hardly any carbs. I don't go for ice cream anymore. We just don't do any of it almost anymore. I'll eat cheese here and there. The dairy is kind of something that I didn't really notice a huge difference in not eating the dairy for me. So, but I'm not eating a ton of it. It's just the sugar. We just don't eat the sugar and we don't eat the carbs. And so it just feels better. And I don't feel like a total grump when I don't have it. So how much weight did you lose?
In the 30 days, I lost 21 pounds. And since then, I am now down a total of 24 pounds.
So 21 pounds in those first 30 days and 24 now. And I lost about 11 pounds in those 30 days. And I think I'm like 16. I'm down about 16 pounds altogether now. So, and it's just funny because, and I was actually talking to someone about this last night. Eat the fat. Like, the fat is not making you fat. I think that's the biggest thing I've learned. Eat the fat. Fat doesn't make you fat. That sounds crazy. But fat and sugar.
Steak. You can have steak and potato.
Yeah, you can totally have steak and potato. You can't have potatoes. It is fully allowed. The only vegetable that's not allowed. Huh?
No butter on the potato.
Oh, yeah, but we did like roasted potatoes all the time, and it was delicious. So you can't have like French fries, but yeah, you can totally have potatoes. You can have sweet potatoes, and you can. What was I saying? I lost my train of thought.
Eat the fat.
Eat the fat. Yes. Glad convention didn't mess you up. Yeah. Yeah. Definitely eat the fat. That was what I was saying. So if you're eating a ton of sugar and you're eating a ton of fat, then that's what makes you fat. But if you're just eating the fat and you get the sugar out of your body, so your body burns the fat instead of burning all the sugar, then you're gonna be awesome. And fat is so much more filling.
Hashtag eat the fat.
Hashtag eat the fat. We had a lot of avocados, guacamole.
Yeah.
Lots of good stuff like that. So, yeah. So it's still a journey for us. We are not perfect by any means. We did go out for ice cream like a week after we finished, I think. And just because, we had been thinking about it, we're like, oh, let's just treat ourselves. It'll be sick. Well, we felt really sick. It was not good. So not to say we'll never eat ice cream again, but maybe just very small quantities on special occasions or, whatever like that. That's pretty much it. So, I don't know. If you guys have questions, if you want to do it, it's like a free program. It's not like you have to buy anything. You just do it. You can go to whole30.com and get the plan. Yeah, there's a shopping list they give you. So it's challenging. It's challenging to go out to dinner. It is challenging. One of the funny things, well, not funny, one of the things I remember reading on their website that really resonated with me, they said this is not hard. They said, beating cancer is hard. Birthing a baby is hard. All these things are hard. Giving up sugar, it's not hard. It's a challenge. And so you want to say that it's hard, but it's totally doable. It's completely worth it. I feel like our health has turned around big time in those past 30 days, and I don't feel restricted. We were restricted for those 30 days, but we just kept telling ourselves it's temporary, and afterwards it's going to be okay. Is it safe to lose that much weight in 30 days? Yeah, I think there's nothing safer than
We did it the healthy way.
Yeah, it's a really healthy way to lose weight. It's not like a major detox program or anything like that.
And I've kept it off.
Oh yeah, we've kept it off. It's because we were not starving ourselves. We were getting plenty of calories, plenty. Like, I feel like probably more, maybe, I don't know, but they were the good kind of calories. So I don't think there's anything unsafe about it. I mean, guys always lose weight faster. So he, just was like dropping pounds like that. And I don't think 11 pounds in 1 month is really that fast. Because what do they say? Like 2 to 3 pounds a week is a good, like 2 pounds a week. So, I maybe did a little bit more than that, but I definitely think it's good. And I feel like it's set the tone for us to be able to continue this lifestyle, and to just continue eating healthy and truly eating in moderation. That was what I wanted to get out of this at the end of it. I want to be able to enjoy the good things when we want to, but truly in moderation. And I think in the past I always thought I was doing that, but my idea of moderation was way off. I think we were just way off base. And I feel like this has completely been reset our brains and our bodies, and just really helped us start again, start new, and be able to really, for that guy, yeah, for that. I mean, of course, for ourselves, but for that little guy, you can really only see his feet, but you can kind of see him in the mirror. He's got toys all over him. He's being such a good boy. He's getting ready for his nap again. Hi. And he did not do the Whole30 with us, but we are definitely, he's a toddler, but we are definitely incorporating a lot of the ideas and a lot of things kind of in our everyday life. And of course, he's a part of that as well. He does drink milk and all of that stuff, so not everything applied to him, obviously, but certainly just healthy eating for him is always our goal. I think that's it. So ask us any other questions if you have it. If not, we'll let you go. Sorry, we keep passing by giant semi trucks and it gets really loud. So I hope you guys have been able to hear me. We're in the car and trucking along. So yeah, thanks for joining, guys. I really appreciate it. And we'll see you around. Bye.
Eat the fat.
Eat the fat. Thank you. We miss y'all too. Bye.